Yes, Andrew. I'd love to. Well, first off, it was just great to be back in Gill. We've been grinding a long time for this moment, and then it comes, and it seems like you wait forever, then it's here on you before you know it, and you hope to survive it, and when you have a team that is as youthful and new as us, there's a lot of unknown, and so tonight I assumed it would be a lot of problem solving. I knew who we were playing, and Pine Bluff, obviously well coached, extremely veteran, and came a few points short of the NCAA tournament last year. Then added a few excellent players. So I knew they'd be good, and film doesn't lie. That's a good team, and they came out so comfortable. Took control of the game, knocked huge shots down, shot incredibly in the first quarter. And we were kind of looking around trying to figure out how to respond. And so I loved the effort in that first half to stay within reach, and then the team came out second half just with a big time energy boost. I thought our defense was just completely different, and we were able to finally establish ourselves inside. And it was nice. Lily hit a couple big threes to start that third quarter. And then transition. We just started remembering who we are and believing, and then it was just a great game from that point forward. A great win. A lot of good performances. I just told the team, I thought this was as team win as a team win gets. We had performances throughout our lineup, and everybody just stayed together and stayed positive through the adversity and found a way. And so it's what you hope to do game one, and they did it.
Scott, what at halftime? Just go through the thinking about what you thought about with that lineup that you put out there to start the third quarter, because obviously that kind of turned around.
Yeah, well, we put 3 freshmen on the floor to start the second half, and I was just looking at plus minus. I was looking at energy. I was looking at what's working, and then you just go with your gut. And I knew we had to get out and defend this team. And another thing, those 3 freshmen can really put the ball on the floor and cause trouble for a defense. And I thought that was, it wasn't easy to move the ball around the perimeter in this game. They really did a great job defending and pressuring us. And so who can put it on the floor and get to the paint and make something happen? And so that group did that. Lily is obviously a great 3-point shooter and stretched the floor for us, and she's played huge minutes for us. And even last week in our exhibition game, she had a similar presence in that game that was so significant. So I just went with that, in some ways you're guessing, and right now you just got to I have to trust my gut a little bit and the feel and lean on the experience I have and how I know this team right now. And that was what this game was. It was fun to try to figure it out. And what I've loved about them is they want it. They want to be great, and they want to be coached. And we are operating as one unit right now, which this early in the season, that's pretty special for a team that has so many new people. And tonight was an example of that.
Donovan, for somebody that never played in a college game before, where did you find the maturity to play 28 minutes and kind of lead the team out of that first half and into a win?
Yeah. One, it was really cool to be out there, even on the floor, whether it was lots of minutes or one. But just to go out there, we talked before the game and mentioned that one of the things that we can focus on is overwhelming effort. So going in, you can't really control whether your shot goes in. So I just told myself, just go out there and do what I can do, pressure up, help my team, because really it's not for myself, it's for the team. So the effort worked, and it led to what it did.
And then, Reagan, what flipped for you in the second half because the first half you didn't get many shots and you were having, I don't know what was going on, but what flipped for you there?
First half, as you said, was rough on my end especially. We didn't start the way we needed to as a team, and I'm going to take responsibility because I wasn't where I needed to be. But at halftime, you saw that spark. Those 5 that needed to start the third quarter, they needed to start. And Coach Rueck did a great job of putting those people on the floor that needed to start and were going to give us that energy that we needed. And I feel like that rubbed off on me almost. Their energy going up and down the floor, running the court, Donovan running the point. Just pressuring the ball and pushing the ball on offense really got us going, and that got everybody else on the bench going as we came in.
Defensively, Coach, did you change anything in the third quarter, or was it just execution?
Well, I think, we didn't have a chance to get to know Green quite as well. You know, and then the first half, we got to know her really well. You know, I mean, that was an incredible shooting performance because we may have made a few mistakes, but she hit some tough contested shots inside and outside the 3-point line. And so we changed up a little bit how we were defending her. And then I thought, you know, our ability to score the ball put a little more pressure on them, you know, which is what they did to us in the first half. You know, I mean, they were scoring so easily, and so then we were getting tighter, and shots are, you know, tougher. And I thought that flipped. You know, so our defensive intensity, our defensive rebounding, which was strong all night, we knew that was going to be a big part of this game. And then just our consistent scoring, I thought helped our defense probably more than anything else. So I think we just got more and more accurate. Dom played a great defense on Green, and so did AJ. Those two really were impactful on her and made her miss a few more looks that she did in the first half.
All right. Mason?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Go
Thanks,
Beavs.
guys.